Livingston Academy Band and cheerleaders before the game tonight here at Livingston Academy's home away from home for the last couple of seasons. Hopefully by September the 16th that will be taken care of. Livingston will be back in the friendly confines of Tom Davis Memorial Stadium, but tonight they get ready to kick off the home opener, the home away from home opener here at Tennessee Tech's Tucker Stadium overall field, as they played all of their home games last year here in Cookville at Tennessee Tech, and they get ready to start the season here tonight against the Cookville Cavaliers as we join you here on Overton Events for our live coverage of the game tonight between these two adjoining county rivals. Not a long history between these two. 52nd meeting. They played 51 times prior to this. Cookville leads the all-time series 32-15-4. Livingston has tied Cookville more than any team. Those 4 ties are the most of any team that Livingston's played against. The Cookville team has given Livingston the second most losses behind Smith County at 49. Those 32 losses, second to Smith County's 49. There was 20 years between 1995 and 2014 that these teams didn't play. Livingston's lost 6 of the last 7 since 2015. The last win versus Cookville was back in 2019. 28-21, also beat White County in 2019, the first time that Livingston has beaten Cookville and White County in the same season since 1936. And they also beat Cookville in 1994, 15-14, and 1992, 14-6. Now, the Cookville Cavaliers did give Livingston their worst loss in Livingston Academy history back in 1948. Cookville beat Livingston 71-0. Other games coming up in the Upper Cumberland this week. White County is on the road down to their close rival in McMinnville to take on Warren County. It is Stone Memorial playing at East Ridge. York is at Jackson County. Macon County is at Westmoreland. DeKalb County is at Smith County. Cumberland County is at Monterey. Watertown is at Gordonsville. Upperman plays in Hartsville against Trousdale County. And Clay County is at Clinton County, Kentucky. Greg Cantor with you for the call of this one. Tyler Maxwell on the camera and the computer, keeping everything going for you here on Overton Events. Happy to have you with us again for our second broadcast of Livingston Academy football here on our Overton Events channel. Last week was kind of a milestone for me, as that was my 375th consecutive Livingston Academy football broadcast in one way or another. Started on Telescripts Cable back in 1989, went to WLIV in 1998, moved here to Overton Events this season. So that's 375 in a row. The last game I missed was Game 1 of 1989. Hurricane Hugo hit and came into Livingston, tore a lot of the cable down. We had to stay and help kind of direct traffic for the crews that were coming in to fix that. Then we were on the air with them ever since, and moving to WLIV ever since, and now just moving here with the broadcast of the Wildcats here on Overton Events. So I hope you have stuck with me and hope you'll stay with us for the rest of this 2022 season. We want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible, as we are very grateful to these folks that make these events possible. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to get out and do these. The equipment is very expensive. Just had to spend a lot of money on some sound equipment, and we hope you enjoy that, because especially the band parents, we're able to pick them up pregame. Hopefully we'll be able to pick them up very clearly at halftime, and hopefully those band parents will enjoy that, and apologize that we didn't have that last week, but we have gotten that taken care of. We're going to try to upgrade some of the cameras here pretty quickly, and we're just kind of growing as we go along, so just stick with us, as it's only going to get better as days go by, I think, here on Overton Events. Our sponsors: Livingston Family Healthcare, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Regional Hospital, Wascon Incorporated, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church of Livingston, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Livingston Dairy Queen, W&O Construction, Bullseye Security, Exit Realty, Midstate Construction, and the Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands. Cookville will be in the road white, the navy blue numbers, the red trim on the football uniforms. Livingston Academy in the home blue, the white numbers, the white trim. Wayne Farrell just texted me that we are also on Twin Lakes Television Channel 951. Thank you for joining us on there as well, Wayne. We appreciate his cooperation with us as he helps us stream these out to the public, and we know a lot of people watch on there. A lot of people watch on their Overton Events channel, on the Overton County News page. There's a lot of different ways to find us, so it's pretty easy to do. So it's just keep track of us and keep track of Livingston Academy events throughout the season. Next week, we've got a lot more planned. We start with girls soccer. We were scheduled to do a girls soccer game last night, but Stone Memorial had to cancel due to some COVID cases up there, so they had to cancel. And they will play that game on October the 5th, or October the 4th. It's October the 4th it's been scheduled for. Got a couple of soccer games coming up next week, a big night of volleyball on the 29th on Monday. We'll start that around 4:30 with the grade school volleyball. Then we've got a grade school varsity game, a grade school JV game, a high school varsity game, and a high school JV game coming up on Monday night. 4 of those coming up here on Overton Events. Livingston won the toss. They have deferred to the second half. Cookville will kick off to get this one underway. The kick for the Cavaliers will be number 6, Brock Owen, to kick off for Cookville. He is a senior for the Cavaliers.
Kicking off for Cookville.
Deep to receive for Livingston will be number 1, Carson Parrott, and number 8, Caden Watzel. Deep to receive the kick from Owen as we're ready to get this one underway here in Cookville. Happy to have you with us. It'll be a short kick. Parrott will let it bounce and will pick it up at the 12, to the 15, to the 20, and slips a tackle but can't keep his footing up near the 24-yard line. Is down there to make the stop for the Cavaliers was Shane Mahan there to make the stop. And Livingston's going to have it 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Boy, what a difference this field makes. You've got the sideline markers, you've got hash marks, you've got numbers on the field. I could get spoiled with this as we get ready to get this one underway. Brody Coffey will lead his team out. He'll be without Will Brown tonight. Livingston also making some changes in the offensive line. They've got a couple of players hurt coming into the game tonight. The new left tackle will be number 71, John Geist, getting the start. They've also got, we'll go through the other linemen as we go along here. I said left tackle. He's going to be the right tackle as he comes out for the Wildcats, as he replaces the injured Jordan Geist. Coffey, quarterback keeper, rolling to his left. Going to be caught in the backfield, going to be brought down in the backfield. See where they spot the forward progress. Cookville says the ball came out, but it did not. He was down. Going to be down at the 19-yard line, a -5 rushing yards on the play for Coffey. It's going to be a loss of 6 as they spot him back at the 18-yard line. So it'll be a loss of 6. The Wildcats behind the chains here to get this one underway. Starting in the backfield, Lachlan Hammock. He left the game on the first play of the second half last week down at Sparta against White County. Carson Parrott splitting out wide to the right. Caden Watzel and Josh Ramsey, the wide receivers, to the left. The tight end to the left is number 88, Logan Johnson. Handoff straight up the middle. That is going to be Hammock. Hammock across the 25 to the 30, up to the 35-yard line. He'll carry for 17 and pick up the first down of the night for the Livingston Academy Wildcats offense. I told you about the right tackle being number 71. The center is number 75 for the Wildcats, or the right guard, number 75, Matthew Slayton. The center is number 55, Nathan Hargis for Livingston Academy. So that's the right side of the offensive line. We'll get the left side. The left tackle is number 51. That is Cameron Jackson getting the start tonight for the injured left tackle that was in there last week. And the left guard will be number 59. That is Kalen Watzel getting the start for, Colin Watzel. Pass going to be complete to
Ramsey.
Josh Ramsey.
Tackled by Taylor.
Gain of about 6 on the play to Josh Ramsey instead of a 2nd and 4 now for Livingston Academy as the Wildcats on their opening drive of the night. So a couple of new offensive linemen for Livingston, a new left tackle and a new right tackle. The interior of the offensive line intact from last week. Coffee bobbles the snap. Will pick it up and run. Coffee has a first down and steps out of bounds at the 48. Hit late out of bounds. Officials let the play go. It's going to be a gain of 7 for Brody Coffee to be a first down for the Wildcats. Back-to-back first downs for Livingston Academy. And it will move the football up near midfield to the 48-yard line of Livingston, just underway here in the first quarter. 9.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. No score between these two teams. Coffee from the shotgun. Cookville. 4-man defensive front, 3 linebackers, 2 safeties. Don't see that a whole lot in high school football, as tight end Johnson's going to leave. New tight end coming in is going to be number 32. That is Deacon Allred checking in for Livingston Academy. Coffee will hand off to Hammock. Hammock hit right at the line of scrimmage and wrapped up right there. He might have gotten a yard with forward progress. There to make the stop for the Cavaliers, Blake Owen and Parker Ray there to make the stop for the Cavaliers. Parker Ray and Owen. They will give him a yard on the carry to set up a 2nd and 9 now for the Livingston offense. Four wide for the Wildcats. Trips to the left side. Cookville shows blitz right up the middle. Livingston picks it up. Coffey's got a man wide open. It's Johnson, the tight end. He has a first down, stays on his feet inside the 40, and takes it down to the 38-yard line. 13-yard gain for Logan Johnson on a good pitch and catch for the 3rd first down of the drive, as Livingston will move it on down to the 38-yard line for a gain of 14 officially, and a 1st and 10 for Livingston Academy. They say at the 37-yard line. So a gain of 14. Coffee opens 2 for 2, throwing the football tonight. Ramsey to the left. Coming out wide to the right is Parrott and Watzel. Watzel in a slot to the right. Parrott way out here on the numbers for the Wildcats. Coffee hands off inside Hammock. Hammock, big hole. Hammock has open field. Hammock has a first down and takes it inside the 25-yard line, down near the 20 for another first down for Livingston Academy. Their 4th on this drive. He'll pick up 16 on the carry. So Hammock in 3 carries, 34 yards, averaging over 11 yards a carry here in the first half, and Livingston just outside the red zone here in drive number 1. Coffee again from the shotgun. A little movement up front. Coffee hands to Hammock. Hammock inside the 20 and just powers his way down to the 17-yard line. He'll pick up about 4 on that carry and set up a 2nd down and 6 now for the Wildcats offense. Good drive working right here for Livingston Academy. 6 runs, 2 passes, 4 first downs in this opening drive for the Wildcats. 5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Coffee from the gun for Livingston Academy. Coffee takes the snap. Straight drop. Coffee looks in the end zone to Parrott, and it's overthrown and incomplete. Tried to hit Parrott. Cookville rolled the double coverage over to him. Coffee threw it in a good spot where Parrott was the only one that had a chance to get to it, and it sails over his head and out of bounds and incomplete. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now for the Livingston offense. 2 down territory here for Livingston Academy from just inside the 18-yard line. Cookville trying to tighten up this defense inside the red zone. Coffee takes the snap, hands off Hammock. Hammock going to be hit at the 16 and wrapped up there. He'll gain a yard.
Hammock on the carry.
And it's going to set up a 4th down now for Livingston Academy. 4th and a long, 5
Gain of 1,
for the Wildcats offense.
4th and 5.
They've got to get to the 11 for the first down. The football spotted right at the 16-yard line at the hash mark on the left side. Livingston's kept this football half of this first quarter. We're halfway through the first quarter as Coffee steps up to the line of scrimmage. Possession down here for the Wildcats offense. Coffee takes the snap. Good pocket. Coffee now tries to run. Breaks one tackle. Coffee still on his feet but can't get to the first down marker. He'll pick up a yard, and Cookville will hold on downs as they will get the stop at the 15-yard line and take over there with 5:42 to play in the first quarter. So a good drive put together by Livingston Academy, but the Cookville defense able to stop them inside the 20. And the Cavalier offense will take over for the first time in this football game. So a good starting drive for Livingston Academy as Cookville getting ready to take the field on offense for the first time. Quarterback for Cookville is going to be number 3, Mace Thompson for the Cavaliers. He's joined in the backfield by number 8, Jordan Burris for Cookville. Burris coming around the near side will have a good gain up across the 20
Smith
to the 23-yard line.
out of bounds by Story. Be a gain of 8.
Be a gain of 8
Second down,
on the play.
2.
So it'll set up a 2nd and 2 for Cookville as they run the no huddle here. Hand off to Burris once again, hitting the backfield, wrapped up in the backfield as Livingston all over him that time. Lachlan Hammock, the first player to hit him. Seth Smith in there as well. Also there to help finish him off, Jordan Geist for the Wildcats.
Straight ahead.
So a good job of tackling there by Livingston Academy as they tackle Burris for a loss of 2.
3rd and 4.
Sets up a 3rd down now and 4 for the Cavalier offense. They are in a possession down here on their first drive, first possession of the game. Thompson sends a man in motion. Thompson, high snap. He'll roll to his right, wanting to throw. Throws on the far side. Pass going to be caught by number 1, Jaden Baker, making the catch for the first down as he'll take it up to the 32, a gain of 11. And a first down for the Cavaliers. Their first down of the night as Jaden Baker was the man that came in motion. They got him a little go route on the hash marks, able to dive and make the catch and pick up a first down for the Cavalier offense. Thompson from the gun will take the snap. Hands off to a new running back in there. And he's going to be brought down quickly as that's number 15 carrying the football. And there to make the tackle for Livingston was number 71. That's John Geist there to make the stop. Number 15 is Blake Owen on the carry for the Cavaliers. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So it'll be a 2nd and 10 now for the Cookville offense. 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. No score between Cookville and Livingston. Burris to the left of Thompson. Thompson takes the snap, looks near side, he throws, he's got a man wide open, going to be caught for a first down and pushed out of bounds by Livingston Academy's number 10, Braden Story, there to push Cookville's number 10 out of bounds, making the catch Mason Taylor, but not before a gain of 14 and a first down for Cookville. Their second first down of this first half as they are moving the football pretty effectively. Knocked out of bounds, clock stopped right now. 1st and 10 Cookville from their own 47-yard line. Thompson takes the snap, hands off, no, fakes to Burris. He's got a man running free on the near side to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, and tackled inside the 15 at the 11-yard line. As there to make the stop for Livingston Academy is Braden Story, but a good gain. It's going to be a pickup of 43 for number 12 making the catch for the Cavaliers. That's Presley Jared with the big reception, and another first down for Cookville through the air as Thompson opens 3 for 3, throwing the football in the first half. So they've got it first and goal at the Livingston 10-yard line. Power formation now with the fullback in the backfield right behind the right guard. 3 wide receivers here at the 10-yard line. Thompson may be changing the play. Burris will move to his right side. Power is that way. Snap is high. Thompson able to get to it. Hands off to Burris, and he'll take it down to the 6-yard line for a gain of 4 before the stop is made there by Livingston Academy. There to make the stop is number 32, Deacon Allred, there making the tackle. But Burris will pick up 4 on the play, and will set up a second and goal from the 6-yard line. Livingston going to hustle number 61, Gage Hoffman, onto the field. He'll come in replacing John Geist, who leaves limping. You remember he started as the right tackle tonight, so certainly hope nothing serious with him. He's holding that right thigh as he comes off the field. Handoff to Burris, cuts it back inside, and he'll score the touchdown. That's not Burris. That's a new running back in there for Cookville. I think that was number 1. It was number 1 for Cookville, Jaden Baker on the carry. 6 yards for the touchdown, and Cookville goes in front with 1:32 to play here in the first quarter as Jaden Baker coming in the short yardage situation will score the touchdown for the Cavaliers, and they'll get number 89 on to attempt the extra point. That is the kicker for Cookville. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with a minute and a half to play in the first quarter, it's Cookville 7, Livingston Academy 0. Alonzo Sanchez Cantu with the extra point for Cookville to move them in front 7-0. Kick from the Cavaliers. Going to take a bounce. They'll be fielded at the 10-yard line to the 15, to the 20. Parrott up across the 30, to the 33-yard line, maybe the 34 where he's wrapped up, but a good return by Carson Parrott. So this Livingston offense able to move the football pretty well in their first possession. Let's see what they can do here coming out against this Cookville defense. As Brody Coffey leads them out. Coffey opening 2 of 3 in the first quarter for 20 yards. Tight end to the left side. Coffey hands off Hammock. Nowhere to go this time as Hammock runs into big number 74, Talon Meadows, there to make the stop, and no gain for Hammock on the play. He's carried 6 times for 39 yards for the Wildcats as Lachlan Hammock. He left, as we said, on the first play of the second half in the game last week against White County down in Sparta. Injured a muscle in his back, and back out here tonight for the Wildcats. Of course, Will Brown, he was the leading receiver last week for Livingston Academy. He did break his collarbone and will miss the season is what they're thinking. Coffee goes complete to the tight end, Johnson at the 40-yard line. He'll be tackled right there and pushed back, but forward progress will get him to the 40. It's a gain of 7 for Johnson. Will set up a 3rd and 3. Now for Livingston Academy, is Coffee doing a pretty good job throwing the football here in this first half. As that may be the last play of the first half, the first quarter. Livingston hustles up the line of scrimmage. They want to run another play before the quarter comes to a close. Three seconds. Coffee hands off Hammock. Hammock breaks a tackle to the 40, to the 45, and all the way up to the 47-yard line. Lachlan will, they'll say to the 48. He'll pick up 8 on the carry and a first down for the Wildcats, and that will end the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, it's Cookville 7, Livingston Academy nothing. We'll get the second quarter started in just a moment. Both teams pretty good showing in the first quarter. Cookville with 84 yards of total offense. Livingston with 77 yards of total offense. We'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Wascon Incorporated, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church of Livingston, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Livingston Dairy Queen, W&O Construction Company, Bullseye Security, Exit Realty, Midstate Construction, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Family Healthcare, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Willow Grove Marina, and Livingston Regional Hospital. Brody Coffee, 3 of 4 in the first quarter for 27 yards, 77 yards of total offense for the Wildcats. Busted play. Coffee going to his right, and he's in trouble and going to be dropped for a loss. Coffee turned right, Hammock went left. It's a lonely feeling when you're the quarterback and you're not on the same page with your running back, because there's nothing much you can do right there except run for your life. And Cookville waiting on him and tackling him for a 4-yard loss on the first play of the second quarter to set up a 2nd and 14 now for Livingston Academy. Wildcats trailing 7-0 here in the first quarter, but it moved the football pretty effectively against this Cookville defense. Cookville opened week 1 with a 34-0 loss to Upperman. Pass far side intended for Ramsey. Going to fall incomplete and set up a 3rd down now for the Wildcats. 3rd and 14 for Livingston from the 41-yard line. Excuse me, from the 44-yard line. Said Livingston Academy scheduled to play their first true home game on the 16th. On the 2nd, they travel up to Crossville to take on Stone Memorial. On the 9th, travel up to Jamestown to take on York. Coffee takes the snap. Coffee has time, now rolling to his left. Coffee can't find anyone, now throws deep on the sideline. Going to be caught. Helmet taken off of Carson Parrott. That'll draw a flag. It's going to be a good gain for Parrott, a pickup of 12, and tack on 15 with that hit to the helmet of Carson Parrott. But Coffee buying time, and Parrott coming back to him, able to find that open spot, and Coffee dropped it into him. Now tack on 15 yards, moving the football inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line where it will be 1st and 10, Livingston Academy. So the Wildcats overcoming that loss on first down, able to convert with a little help from a penalty against the Cavaliers.
From the 29.
And it's 1st and 10 Wildcats from the Cookville 29-yard line. Geist is back out there at right tackle, left on defense on that last series. Coffee takes the snap, hands off to Hammock. Hammock met right in the hole. He'll gain 2, maybe 3 on the play, but that's a good tackle right there. But number 50, Daniel Diero, making the stop.
Tackle by Otero. Gain of 4.
It'll be a 4-yard gain, set up a 2nd and 6 now for the Wildcats offense. Second and 6 from the 25-yard line. Coffee takes the snap. Blitz coming. Livingston picks it up. Pass going to be caught. It'll be close to a first down over on the far side. That's Johnson again, the tight end, making the catch. As he'll pick up 6 on the play. That's what they needed for the first down. That's his 3rd catch of this first half for 27 yards. 1st and 10. They spot him down at the 18-yard line where it's 1st and 10. Second time Livingston's winning the red zone against the Cavaliers defense. 9.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Coffee hands off Hammock, stretch play, cuts it up. Hammock going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Then Cookville will force him forward for a short gain. There's a penalty marker down. We'll check that penalty. Be a gain of a yard, maybe 2, but there is a penalty marker down on the play. We'll see who they've got here. It's going to be thrown in the area of holding. That's what it's going to be against Livingston Academy. So it'll back them up 10 yards and set up a first down at 18. Now for the Wildcats offense as it backs them up the 27-yard line. Call it 1st and 19. So again, after getting into the red zone, they get backed up behind the chains and now face a 1st and long. 9:15 to play first half. Cookville leading 7-0 here in Cookville at Tennessee Tech. The home opener for the Livingston Academy Wildcats. Of course, the stadium not ready yet up in Livingston. Coffee wanting to throw. Whistle will stop play, though. I think that's going to be a penalty against Livingston again as they stop play. Be a dead ball, false start. So that'll back them up 5 more yards out beyond the 30-yard line to the 32, where it'll be first down and 24. Coffee from the shotgun with Hammock behind him. Trips to the right side. One receiver to the left. Coffee goes deep down the seam. Man is there. It's caught. It's Watzel. It's a 1st and goal. No, there's a penalty marker down. It is going to be a 1st and goal. Did he hold on? He did. And I think he picked up the first down, but the penalty marker's back up the field a little bit. We'll check and see what the call is.
Penalty marker on the play.
Penalty's going to be a personal foul, blow to the head against Cookville. So the reception will stand. 25-yard catch for Caden Watzel. 1st and goal, Livingston. They'll tack on a half the distance to the goal penalty and move it down to the 4-yard line, where it will be 1st and goal for the Wildcats. And Livingston, with the players shaken up, will take this opportunity to thank our sponsors once again for making tonight's broadcast possible. Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage. Hall Funeral Home of Livingston and Salina, Maynard's Automotive, Livingston Dairy Queen, W&O Construction, Bullseye Security, Exit Realty, Midstate Construction, Physical Medicine Center, Livingston Family Healthcare, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Regional Hospital, Wascott Incorporated, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, and First Church of Livingston. So first and goal for the Wildcats from the Cookville 4-yard line, trailing 7-0 with 8.5 to go, but a chance to pull to within one and a conversion away from tying this score here in the first half against the 6A Cookville Cavaliers. Livingston got a couple of linemen in there as extra fullbacks right now. We'll tell you who they are after this play. Coffee. This jumbo formation is going to keep it. Coffee straight up the middle. Will take it to the 2-yard line. He'll gain a couple. The two linemen playing in the backfield, number 59, Colin Weitzel, and number 61, Gage Hoffman, in the backfield on that play for Livingston. So they moved Weitzel from his left guard spot, so there was a new left guard in there on that play. But Livingston with just a power formation that time, and they'll stay with it. The new left guard is number 65, Jamie Matzel for Livingston Academy. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. Same power formation. Handoff Hammock. Hammock to the 1-yard line and just inches away from the touchdown. Hammock sets them up with third and goal from the 1-yard line. Livingston looking for their first points of the season and about the length of a football away from that. That power formation in there again for the Wildcats. Cookville goal line defense. Hammock will lower his head, and Hammock will score. Hammock will take it in from a yard out to score the first touchdown of the season for Livingston Academy with 7:03 to play in the first quarter. The Wildcats pulled within one and an extra point away from tying the score or a 2-point conversion away from taking the lead. We'll send the kicker out there, number 9, Dylan Watson, to attempt the extra point for Livingston Academy. 7:03 to play in the first half. Wildcats on the board for the first time this season. Snap is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So we're tied at 7 here in Cookville between Livingston Academy and Cookville.
Is good.
Livingston Academy tying the score against Cookville at 7 apiece. Coming on to kick off, Dylan Watson for the Wildcats.
Watson to kick.
As Watson
Baker
will go out there for Livingston
and
Academy.
Owen to receive.
Cookville. We'll send a couple of players deep to receive the kick for the Cavaliers, as the kickoff going to be deep and bounce into the end zone. So no return from Cookville. Strong leg from Dylan Watson. It's a pretty effective weapon. You can take away any return. That takes away anything that an offense can do on special teams, or a football team can do on special teams, and that certainly changes things if they're unable to return any kicks. So Cookville on offense in a 7-7 tie. Livingston have enough people out there. I only see 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 10 players out there for the Wildcats. safety recognizes it. Somebody's got to get out there, and Livingston will have to use a timeout. They only had 10 players out there, so Coach Dale Flatt takes the timeout to get his defense taken care of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now they have 10. They have 11 in the defensive huddle now. There's the Wildcats. Their first points of the season on that touchdown run by Lachlan Hammock. He had 50 yards and a half last week against Cookville. Here in this first half, or against White County. Here in this first half against Cookville on 11 carries, 55 yards and a touchdown. So a 5-yard average. Even I can do that math. 5-yard average in the first half for Lachlan Hammock, senior running back for Livingston Academy. Wildcats using their first timeout. Cookville took a timeout early on defense after a couple of penalties. Now Livingston using their first timeout. Cavaliers behind Thompson. Thompson, high snap. He'll hand off inside to the man that scored the touchdown. He'll bounce it outside, up across the 30 to the 31, maybe the 32-yard line. We'll play downfield. The Livingston defense is on the carry. Number 15, Blake Owen, there to make the stop for Livingston was Gage Hoffman along with Cameron Jackson, but an 11-yard run. He wasn't the one that scored the touchdown. It was number 1, Jaden Banks, that scored the touchdown, but he gets the carry right there and picks up 11 yards. Thompson, small little roll to the right. He'll throw deep. Got a man wide open. He dropped it. Oh, my goodness. He was wide open behind the defense, was number 12 out there for Cookville. Presley Jared just went right through his hands. He'd made one big catch already in this first half. That one, there was nobody close, and it just went right through his hands on that deep fly pattern. And had he held on, Cookville would have moved back in front. But as it is with the drop, it's going to be a second down now for the Cavaliers, 2nd and 10 for Cookville. Thompson from the shotgun. Livingston shows blitz. Thompson hands off inside. Good run up the middle. Going to be a gain of 6 or 7 on the play by the running back. And they're making the tackle for Livingston Academy. Lachlan Hammock along with Seth Smith. Blake Owen on the carry once again, picking up 6. He'll gain 6 on the carry. 3 carries, 17 yards now, halfway through the second quarter. All tied up at 7 here in Cookville. Cookville at their own 38-yard line, where it's 3rd down. They might be in 2-down territory right here in this early part of the season. Shuffling a lot of players in and out. They may have to use a timeout. Man in motion from left to right, and now whistle stop play. I don't think they got the play off. Let's wait and see. It'll be a dead ball, delay a game against Cookville. I knew it was close. They're not keeping the play clock on the field, so the back judge is the one that counts it down. Normally you have it where the quarterback can see it, but it's not running here tonight. So it's 3rd down and 9 now, and makes this a little tougher for the Cavalier offense. Livingston trying to force the first punt of the night by either team. Thompson with Owen to his right. Thompson snap a little to his left, rolling to his right. Thompson wanting to run, and there's nowhere to go. Cameron Jackson has got that big paw around him and wrapped him up after a gain of a yard. And will set up a 4th down and 8. And a punt situation for the Cavaliers as they'll send the punter on.
It's 4th and 8.
So Cookville to punt it away. Let's see who the punter is. Looks like it's going to be number 6, Brock Owen, the kicker. He will come on to punt. the kickoff man and punter. Livingston doesn't have a return man back. Owen will punt it away. Wildcats just going to see if they can get any kind of bounce here. We'll take a small Cookville roll inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Livingston Academy with 4:20 to play in the first half. Wildcats have moved the football very well in this first half. 2 possessions. They got it to the 18-yard line on their first one before being stopped on downs, and scored their first touchdown of the season on their second drive. Very limited possessions in this first half. Both teams running the clock very well. Coffee from the shotgun with Hammock behind him. Coffee takes the snap, hands off Hammock. Hammock up near the 35-yard line, won't quite get there. He'll get to the 34 and pick up a yard on the play.
Hammock on the carry.
That will set up a 2nd and 9 now
Tackled by Ray.
for Livingston Academy. Ray in there on the stop for the Cavaliers.
2nd down and 8.
2nd and 9 for Livingston Academy as we move under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Coffee wants to throw. Coffee has time, steps up in the pocket, throws incomplete. Going into a little bit of traffic there. There's a lot of Cookville jerseys there on the defensive side. Jordan Burris there to knock it away for the Cavaliers. Pass falls incomplete and sets up a 3rd down and 9 now for the Livingston offense. Hammock deep in the eye again for Livingston. 2 wide receivers to the right side. 1 splits out wide to the left. Coffee takes the snap. Coffee straight drop, 4-man rush. Coffee has all day going down the middle. It's caught by Watzel, and it's a 1st down for Livingston Academy. Watzel running down the middle of the field will take it to the Cookville 49. It's going to be a 17-yard gain for Caden Watzel on his 2nd catch of this first half. He's got 2 catches, 42 yards. 1st down number 7 for Livingston Academy, and the Wildcats are in Cookville territory once again. Every possession they've taken into the Cookville side of the field. We approach 3 minutes to play in the first half. Livingston 2 timeouts remaining. Coffee hands off Hammock. Hammock breaks 1 tackle but can't get away from the 2nd defender there for the Cavaliers to wrap him up. Just nowhere to go is number 78 there, Delton Dial there to make the stop. No gain for Lachlan Hammock, and it will set up a 2nd and 10. Clock runs with 2:40 to play in the first half. Livingston changing offensive lineman there. They are taking a little time in the huddle now. They've got to hurry a little bit. Cookville will get possession in the second half to start on the opening kickoff. Coffee takes the snap, brings the tight end in motion. They'll hand off to Hammock. Hammock just moves the pile down to the 45-yard line. He'll pick up 4 on the carry, and it will set up a 3rd down and 6 now for Livingston Academy. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. 7-7 here in Cookville. Good crowd out tonight. It just doesn't seem like it that much in this stadium. That'll seat around 16,000. I bet there's 4,000 or 5,000 here tonight for this high school game. 3rd down and 6. Coffee takes the snap. Coffee has time. He's going on that crossing pattern again. It's going to be overthrown and incomplete. Just couldn't connect that time, and sets up a 4th down and 6 now with a minute and a half to play here in the second quarter. Wildcats going to keep the offense out there. Their defense has played very well. Line of scrimmage, the Cookville 45-yard line. So could leave them with the short field if you can't convert here in a 7-7 game. 4 wide receivers for Livingston Academy as Johnson, the tight end, splits out in the slot to the left. Coffee takes the snap. 4-man rush. He's going to the sideline trying to hit Johnson. It's caught. It's a first down. He's out of bounds to stop the clock. Good play right there by Livingston Academy as Coffee goes complete to Logan Johnson down to the 26-yard line. 19 yards on the catch. First down number 8. 46 yards receiving on 4 catches in the first half by Logan Johnson. And the Wildcats move the chains and set up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Time stopped with 1:24 to play in the second quarter. Plenty of time. 2 timeouts for Livingston Academy. Coffee hands off Hammock. Hammock straight up the middle will get to the 25 and be stopped there after a gain of a yard.
Hammock on the carry.
Takes it down to the 25-yard line. Got to hurry now. Making the stop is Daniel Otero for the Cavaliers. 2nd and 9 from the 25-yard line. .48 seconds to play in the first half. Coffee, plenty of time. Everyone's covered downfield. Coffee rolling out now trying to buy some time. Coffee's going to throw in the end zone into coverage. They push him down. Are they going to throw a flag there? They will not. So it will be a 3rd down now and 9 for the Wildcats offense with the incompletion. Clock stopped at 35 seconds to play in the first half. Coffee having a pretty good first half. He's completed 8 out of 12 in the first half for, 46, 88, 102, 108 yards throwing in the first half by Brody Coffee. Big play here, though, on 3rd and 9. Coffee takes the snap. Coffee under pressure. Coffee will be tackled right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be sacked. He'll lose a yard on the play, and Livingston will use their 2nd timeout. They'll call it with 26 seconds to play in the first half. With timeouts your score. Livingston Academy 7, Cookville 7. .26 seconds to play in the first half. Livingston playing very well tonight against the Cookville Cavaliers. Wildcats have it 4th down and 9 from the Cookville 26-yard line. Trying to keep this drive going. They've converted on 1 4th down already in the drive to Watzel. Watzel, a couple of catches, 42 yards. They're going to set up for a field goal. They're going to get the kicker Dylan Watson on to attempt officially a 42-yarder. Watson, snap is good, places down, the kick is up, and the kick is blocked. Cookville blocked it, and it gets out of bounds. Cookville getting in there to block the kick, and they'll take over with 21 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10, Cookville.
Livingston trying to get points out of it, and I was thinking during that timeout that Watson has a very strong leg. We saw him on the extra point kick it well into the track back behind the goalpost, and on the kickoff, kicked it well into the end zone. So pretty good choice by Coach Flatt to try to get points out of it, but Cookville quickly off the edge on the right side. Again to block the extra point attempt, and the Cookville defense will take over. See how they play it with 2 timeouts. They've had some people running open deep in the secondary, so you have to think they may try to put one up here and see if they can make something happen. Thompson The quarterback for the Cavaliers takes the snap. Good catch of that snap. Thompson going deep downfield. He's got a man there. It's incomplete. Off the hands of number 4, Alex Clark, as Mace Thompson had gotten another receiver open, but Clark couldn't pull it in. He's had a couple of deep passes dropped. Had they made those catches, they'd had a couple of more touchdowns, but couldn't pull them in, and the incompletion going to set up a 2nd and 10 with 14 seconds left to play here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the Cookville 38-yard line. Thompson takes the snap off his hands, able to catch it though on the bounce. Thompson rolling out, drops it off, complete out of the backfield, or a wide receiver making the catch is number 6. That's Brock Owen making the reception as he'll take it to Livingston territory down to the 47-yard line. Pick up a 15 for Brock Owen and a first down for the Cavaliers. Their 5th first down of the first half, and the clock stopped with 5 seconds to play in the first half. So that's the 4th receiver to catch a pass from Mace Thompson is Brock Owen, one of the wide receivers there to make the catch. Timeout called again. They've had some people open deep, and from this area of the field, you can get in the end zone with the strong arm that Thompson has. So they are going to call a timeout, try to set something up here. Livingston probably going to go to some kind of prevent defense here, as the Wildcats will drop some people back on the goal line, try to take away anything deep. Deep safeties going to be number 2, Jake Hughes, and number 4, Josh Ramsey, dropping back to about the 20-yard line where they're going to set up. Also back there is number 10, Braden Story, and number 1, Carson Parrott, trying to not let anybody get deep. The thing about this is you drop them that deep, you've got to make sure that you tackle them in front of you, because they can make a catch in the middle of the field. There's nobody covering these wide receivers over on this near side right now. Thompson throws in the middle. It's going to be caught to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, and taken down at the 21-yard line. Ramsey there to make the stop on Cookville, as it will be a first down for the Cavaliers, but time will run out. They'll take it down to the 21, so a gain of 26 on the play, on that final play for Cookville, and we're at halftime. At halftime, it's Livingston Academy 7, Cookville 7, and we want to thank Willow Grove Marina, Mickey Ledbetter, for his help this past week. We talked about needing some sound equipment to be able to pick up the band at long distance the way they are at these football games. Mickey able to make that purchase for us of the sound equipment to make it possible for you to be able to hear the band here tonight from Livingston Academy, and we'll now go to that with our halftime performance. Cookville will be out first, and the Livingston Academy band.
Marching Cavaliers are under the direction of David Talbot, with assistance from Tony Hibbert and Amanda Williams. Their 2022 production is entitled Dance, featuring music from Whitney Houston, Walk the Moon, Fits and the Tantrums, and Justin Timberlake. High School is proud to present Field Commanders Anna Caton, Allison Richardson, and the Cookville High School Marching Cavaliers.
The Livingston Academy Spirit of the Wildcats Marching Band would like to present this year's show, which is In a Heartbeat by Luke McMillan. Watch as the story unfolds and the band brings the music alive with many interesting moves that will incite your imagination to go to new places. The band is under the direction of Mr. Greg Dingwall and is assisted by Mr. DJ Roberts. The band is under the field direction of drum major, senior Sky Jordan. Band officers, seniors Nick Emmerich, Dakota Bilbrey, Cole Story, Lily Beeson. Juniors, Madison Thomas and Raven Patterson. Soloist tonight is Cade Story on tenor saxophone. We would also like to say thank you to all of our band boosters and supporters. Drum Major Sky Jordan, is your band ready? You may take the field.
matchup between Livingston Academy and Cookville. 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. The Cavaliers on top. 7-7 at halftime as Livingston comes back with a score in the second quarter, tied up at 7 apiece. Let's look at the stats in the first half for these two teams. 34 yards on the ground for Cookville. They're being led in rushing by Blake Owen, 3 carries, 17 yards. 3 carries, 10 yards for Jordan Burris. 1 carry, 6 yards and a touchdown for Jaden Baker. 1 yard on 1 carry for the quarterback Mace Thompson to give them their total of 34 rushing yards. Thompson has completed 4 of 7 in the first half of play. Actually 5 of 8 in the first half of play Thompson has completed for 111 yards. Good first half by Presley Gerald. 2 catches, 71 yards in the first half for Gerald. 1 catch, 15 yards for Brock Owen. 1 catch, 14 yards for Mason Taylor. 1 catch, 11 yards for Jaden Baker to give them their total of 111 passing yards, 145 yards of total offense for the Cavaliers in the first half. They picked up 5 first downs, did not turn the football over in the first half of play. For Livingston, 169 yards of total offense in the first half, so they're a plus 24 in yardage in this first half against Cookville. 61 yards on the ground, 108 in the air. Good first half for Lachlan Hammock. We talked about him being a little banged up, but he's been the workhorse in the first half for Livingston Academy. 15 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown for Hammock to lead all rushers in this first half of play. Brody Coffey has carried 6 times for 0 yards to give them their total of 61 rushing yards in the first half of play. Throwing the football, Coffey has completed 8 out of 12 in the first half for 108 yards to 4 different wide receivers. The leading receiver, the tight end, Logan Johnson, 4 catches, 46 yards. Caden Weitzel, 2 catches, 42 yards. Carson Parrott, 1 catch, 14 yards. Josh Ramsey, 1 catch, 6 yards to give them their total of 108 passing yards, 169 yards of total offense in the first half for Livingston Academy. They picked up 8 first downs, did not turn the football over in the first half of play. I want to again take this opportunity to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Again, we want to thank Mickey Ledbetter at Willow Grove Marina for the purchase of the sound equipment for our use at halftime. And as you could hear there at halftime, very quality sound equipment there is the band sounding great here on Overton Events. And if you're a band parent, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just go to Overton Events on YouTube and subscribe there. It's as easy as that. That'll help us out as we go along the line of this, trying to build this YouTube page. Sponsors for tonight: Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Midstate Construction, Exit Realty, Bullseye Security, W&O Construction, Livingston Dairy Queen, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Wascon Incorporated, Livingston Regional Hospital, Willow Grove Marina, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, and Livingston Family Healthcare, Dr. Kenneth Beatty. We thank you for joining us here on Overton Events. We also want to thank Wayne Farrell and Twin Lakes Television Channel 951 for carrying our broadcast here of Livingston Academy football, streaming along with us. If you're watching at home on Twin Lakes Television Channel 951, anywhere in the Twin Lakes area, we thank you for joining us and hope you enjoy our coverage here on Overton Events as we get ready for the second half here with Livingston Academy set to kick off. Learned something tonight that Dylan Watson, the junior kicker, has a very strong leg, and he'll kick off here to start this second half for Livingston Academy, and we'll try to pin Cookville deep once again and try to take away any return from the Cavaliers. As Livingston will be kicking to the end zone to our right. Wildcats in the blue, home blue, white numbers, white trim, white football helmets. Cookville in the road white, the navy blue numbers, the red trim for the Cavaliers. Yeah, they are going to kick the other way. I thought, who knows how they change things. Dylan Watson, the kick for Livingston Academy. As he'll set up for the Wildcats. Deep to receive. is going to be Parker Smith and Blake Owen. Ready to get the second half underway. Happy to have you with us this evening here in Cookville at Tennessee Tech's Tucker Stadium. Hopefully, by the 16th, the next scheduled home game, Livingston Academy will be back at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. Kick is away, but will bounce, and it will take a Cookville bounce. They'll pick it up at the 15 with Owen to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, gets a block to the 35, to the 40, penalty marker down to midfield into Livingston territory, but it's coming back. Penalty marker thrown at the 38-yard line of Cookville. That'll be a block in the back, so that big return will be taken away. On that first home game, that will be the first Hall of Fame induction at Livingston Academy football for a couple of years due to the COVID epidemic back in 2020 and playing all the games here in Cookville in 2021. Did not have any inductions into the Hall of Fame those 2 seasons, so on the 16th will be Hall of Fame induction for the first time since the 2019 season. That penalty is going to back Cookville up to the 28-yard line where they'll have it 1st and 10 to start there. Coach Flatt telling me he's got a lot of things planned for that game on the 16th. So you want to either tune in here or be out there live for the opening of the new stadium at Livingston Academy. I'm looking forward to it myself. Pass complete on the far side. Going to be a pretty good gain. Pushed out of bounds over there by Livingston Academy's Parrott, but a good gain on the reception by Parker Smith for the catch. He'll pick up 13 on his first catch of the night and the first down of the second half for Cookville, as Smith with the good gain takes it up to the 41-yard line. Thompson drops the snap. Thompson in trouble, rolling to his left, now sets up, going to throw deep, overthrown and incomplete. So he hit his first pass coming out of halftime, but then that snap, he's had some trouble with some snaps throughout the night. They've been kind of to the side of him, kind of high. He's been able to keep control of all of them until that one. Dropped that one, but able to recover it, but couldn't get the completion. And it will set up a 2nd and 10 now for Cookville from their own 41-yard line. Thompson with trips to the right side for the Cavaliers offense. Thompson, little pitch, goes to the near side, cuts back in the middle, got room now. We'll have a first down across midfield to the 45 to the 40, to the 35 to the 30, and pushed out of bounds at about the 28-yard line is going to go Jaden Baker for the big gain for the Cavaliers. 35 yards on the run for Baker and another first down for the Cavaliers offense. Thompson hands off inside Baker. He'll bounce it outside again, inside the 20, down to the 15. He'll have another first down. Taking it down near the 13-yard line, gain of 12 that time, where Braden Story will make the tackle. It'll be another first down for the Cavaliers, their 3rd first down of the second half. As they continue to move the football. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Livingston jump right at the center, so it's going to be 1st and 5 now for the Cookville offense as they have an impressive drive working coming out of the locker room. Coach Mike Hennigan in his first year as the head coach of the Cavaliers. Thompson with Burris back there with him once again. They'll hand off to Burris. Burris across the 5, just lowers his shoulder and takes it in to score the touchdown from 8 yards out. Jordan Burris with the 8-yard touchdown run with 10:14 to play in the third quarter. Will put Cookville back in front, 13-7, with the extra point attempt coming from the Cavaliers. Out to attempt it will be Alonzo Sanchez Cantu. Out of the hold of Brock Owen. Snap low. Owen gets it down. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. Started out with the snap being low, kind of messed up the timing, and with 10:14 to play in the third quarter, Cookville's in front once again. They lead it 13-7 here in Cookville. And while we're watching our live events here, let's take a moment to ask you to do a little something for us, if you don't mind. We would love to have you subscribe to our YouTube page. Just click on the YouTube icon at the lower right-hand corner. Once you click on that, that will pull up the YouTube page, and it will pull up a subscribe button. It will be red. Just click that subscribe button. Won't cost you anything to subscribe. Never will cost you anything to subscribe. That's just a vote of confidence, vote of support for our page to help us continue to grow. Impressive opening drive of the second half by the Cookville Cavaliers as they march downfield and punch it in with the touchdown run by Burris, just running over defenders to take it into the end zone and put the Cavaliers back in front. But the extra point, no good. And it's a 6-point Cookville lead, 13-7. Cookville's got a different kicker out there to kick off this time. It'll be number 89. That's Alonzo Sanchez Cantu. Going to kick off this time. It's been Brock Owen kicking off. But they go to Sanchez Cantu to kick off. Hits this one well. Parrott from the 10 to the 15 to the 20 to the 25. Parrott across the 25 and brought down at the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. But a pretty good return for Carson Parrott. And Livingston will have it at their own 26 to start this drive. Wildcats tied it up with 7:03 to play in the second quarter. Now Cookville just a moment ago going back in front on a quick drive by the Cavaliers offense. That's what we talked about. It got started with a good kick return. A penalty backed them up. Would have been a better return, but they're able to capitalize off of it. Coffee from the shotguns had a good night throwing the football for the Wildcats offense. Coffee takes the snap. Another busted play. Coffee running to his right. Coffee now will take it ahead for a short gain, a pickup of maybe 2. That time Hammock went right. Coffee turned left. And again, not on the same page on that run, but a short gain by Coffee, a pickup of a couple. Will set up a 2nd and 8 now for the Livingston offense. So he's able to make something out of nothing that time and pick up positive yardage out of it as we move inside 10 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Coffee takes the snap, wants to throw, 4-man rush, has time, tries to hit Johnson. Did he catch it? Hopped in. He did not, so it's incomplete to Logan Johnson. Logan's been his favorite target tonight. 4 catches, 46 yards for the tight end, and he's slow to get up. Maybe cramping up. Here he's holding that right knee a little bit, but it may be the right hamstring cramping up on Logan Johnson. First time that these teams have had to deal with heat and humidity. Last week in Sparta, it was a comfortable night, no humidity, but that's different here tonight as it's much warmer and the humidity is much higher here tonight, even though we're into the third quarter at 8:24. So they work with Logan Johnson out on the field. We'll thank our sponsors once again for making tonight's broadcast possible. Maynard's Automotive, Livingston Dairy Queen, W&O Construction Company, Bullseye Security, Exit Realty, Midstate Construction, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Family Healthcare, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Regional Hospital, Wascon Incorporated, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, and Hall Funeral Home. Go out and support our sponsors. Let them know that you appreciate them helping to make these broadcasts possible here on our Overton Events channel. Logan Johnson able to walk off. Did look like it was a cramp affecting that right leg, so they'll see him walk off unassisted. Caden Weitzel will come in replacing him. Also in now is number 9 for Livingston Academy, Dylan Watson at a wide receiver. So they're going 3 wide here. And they do have a different tight end out there. We'll check and see who that is as quickly as he turns where I can see him. Snap to Coffee. Coffee steps up in the pocket. Coffee wanting to run. Now tries to bounce it outside. We'll get to the 30, and we'll take it up to the 31, maybe the 32-yard line. The new tight end is number 32, Deacon Allred for Livingston Academy. Coffee will pick up a couple on the play. And it'll set up a 4th and 6 and the first punt of the night coming up for either team. No one has punted yet in this game. Punter coming out for Livingston Academy is going to be number 18. That is Adrian Jenkins coming in to punt for the Wildcats. He'll kick this one away. Line of scrimmage to the 31-yard line. Livingston Lake in a lineman out there. Is hustling out is Matthew Shelton for the Wildcats. Jenkins to kick this one away. Cookville should come out of it with good field position. Cavaliers have deep to receive the kick. Parker Smith. And dead ball foul going to be called on Livingston, a false start against the Wildcats, so that will back them up behind the chains and make it 4th and 11. And make it tougher on Jenkins to try to flip the field here for this Livingston Academy team. Jenkins to kick it away. A 13-7 Cookville lead with 8:45 to play in the third quarter. Jenkins takes the snap, kicks it away, end over end punt. It will take a Livingston bounce. Smith will field it to the 38. Breaks the tackle at the 40. Smith cuts it upfield and is going to be brought down at the 45-yard line. Smith, good job breaking tackles that time for the Cavaliers. Lachlan Hammock in there on the stop. Penalty marker down on the play. Caden Weitzel out there as well, along with Colin Weitzel. Penalty marker down. Another Livingston player cramping up a little bit. That's Lachlan Hammock, as he'll pop up quickly and walk off the field. We'll check the penalty marker back at the 36-yard line. Going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct against Cookville. I didn't see what that was, but an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Cavaliers. It'll be a 15-yard penalty, and we'll move it all the way back to the 30-yard line, where they'll spot it down. So that took away what would have been good field position and backs them back up to the 30. Cookville hold around Coach Hennigan over on the far side. Son of the former Tennessee Tech coach Mike Hennigan. New head coach here at Cookville, replacing longtime head coach Jimmy Maynard, who went to become an assistant over at Clay County. Mace Thompson brings Smith in motion. Thompson will take the snap, fakes the handoff, goes to Smith, incomplete, coming out of the backfield in the motion. And we'll set up a 2nd and 10 now for the Cookville offense. They bring in an extra fullback now, a little bigger guy coming in for Cookville, number 40, Wes Hudson coming in at a fullback spot. He'll line up right behind the left guard for the Cavalier offense. Coffey takes the snap, hands off inside to number 1, Jaden Baker. Baker picks up short yardage on the play. Gain of 2, maybe 3 for the Cavalier offense. Baker's had a good night carrying the football. He's carried 4 times, 56 yards, and a touchdown for the senior running back. 3rd down and 7 for the Cavaliers. Thompson waits on the snap, takes the snap, play action. Thompson going to go deep. Got a man out there. It's caught this time. Making the catch is going to be number 12, Presley Jared, on the reception as he takes it down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards from Thompson to Presley Jared. He's got 92 yards receiving now in the game for the Cavaliers. And it will be a 1st and 10 Cookville from their 35-yard line. Good catch, too, by Presley Jared, able to jump over the defensive back, make the catch kind of one-handed. Handoff will go to Burris. Burris hitting the backfield. Burris breaks 1 tackle but can't get away from the swarming defense by Livingston Academy. First player to hit him was Deacon Allred. Then players swarming him to wrap him up. And it's going to be a loss on the play all the way back to the 42-yard line. Loss of 9 on the play for Burris. It's going to be longer than that. It'll be a loss of 11 on the play for Burris. And set up a 2nd down and 21 for the Cavaliers offense. Thompson takes the snap. Comes near side to Smith. Smith has room to the 40, to the 35, all the way down to the 30. Good gain by Smith as the tackle made there by Carson Parrott and Jake Hughes. With a 16-yard gain to Parker Smith as he has another good catch. 2 catches, 26 yards for Smith, both here in this second half. But it does set up a 3rd down and 5 now for the Cavaliers offense as we're halfway through the 3rd quarter here at Tennessee Tech. Home game for Livingston Academy. Being played here at Tucker Stadium Overall Field, where Coach Dale Flatt played his college football as a linebacker here at Tech, and Cookville moved early. Coach Flatt playing here. He's in the, talked about the Hall of Fame a few moments ago. Coach Flatt, one of the latest inductees into the Livingston Academy Football Hall of Fame. He was on that first playoff team back in 1982.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
Going to back them back up to the 35-yard line where it will be 3rd down and 10. Now for Cookville. 13-7. Cavaliers leading with 5.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. Big couple of downs here for this Livingston defense to try to keep this a 1-possession game. Thompson taking a lot of time. 3 wide receivers to the left side. They look confused. Thompson has pressure. Thompson gets away from it. Thompson going to throw on the run. He's going deep downfield. Going to be knocked away. Penalty marker going to be thrown. Let's see who they've got. Penalty marker thrown. Both players down there battling for it. It could be offensive here, as it looked like Livingston's defender had better position than the wide receiver. But we'll wait and see how they call it. Be pass interference against Livingston Academy. You know, I'm like Coach Flatt. He's got the hat off out there talking to the official. The defensive back was in front of the wide receiver. I think he's got a pretty good argument. That's going to be a 1st down by way of the penalty. They'll move it down to the 20-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers. The Cavalier wide receiver went over the top of the Livingston defensive back. I was looking through the binoculars, and it looked like that the defensive back is the one that had the best position to go after the football. But the official sees it differently. Play action. They'll throw near side. Pass going to be caught. Going to be a 1st and goal for Cookville. First catch of the night for number 9, Lucas Harden, making the catch. He'll pick up 11 and a 1st down. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line as Lucas Harden makes his first catch of the night. 4:40 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Cookville's punched it in once already, trying to add to their lead here in this 2nd half. Thompson with Baker back there with him. Thompson wanting to throw, has pressure, throws on the slant, going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good defensive play back there by Livingston Academy. Not sure which one it was. It was either Parrott or Story that knocked it away, but it's incomplete. Going to set up a 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. I think it was Parrott that got the deflection to knock it away. Thompson doing a good job seeing that wide receiver come open for a second, but a good recovery by Carson Parrott to knock it away and force a 2nd and goal. Thompson with Baker to his left, tied into the right side. They'll fake to Baker. Slant pattern is going to be incomplete. Good defense over there that time. That's Ramsey there to knock it away for Livingston Academy. Josh Ramsey on the defense that time for the Wildcats. That sets up a 3rd and goal for the Cavaliers. Wonder what their confidence is in their kicker. If they don't convert here, this would be close, and it would only be about a 26-yard field goal if they want to try one if they can't convert here. Taking a lot of time on this 3rd and goal, and they may end up using a timeout. 4:08 to play in the 3rd quarter. Cookville leading 13-7 as they get the play from Coach Hennigan over on the far sideline. Thompson now into the huddle. The 40-second clock is running now. It's at 5 seconds. They didn't have one in the first half, but it's working now. And they just get the play away. Or did they? Did they use a timeout? I think they saw it was running as well and used a timeout. They'll take their first. 4:06 to play in the 3rd quarter. Cookville 13, Livingston Academy 7. Timeout taken by Cookville to avoid the penalty for delay of game. Thompson with Burris to his left in the backfield. 2 wide receivers on each side for the Cavalier offense on 3rd and goal. Burris rolling to his left. Burris throwing pattern going to be caught in the end zone for the touchdown to Brock Owen. Owen making the catch, had a couple of players in the area, but Brock Owen makes the catch from 9 yards out for the touchdown for the Cavaliers. to put them in front 19-7 with exactly 4 minutes to play in the third quarter, and they will send Sanchez Cantu out there to attempt the extra point to try to make it a 13-point lead at 19-7. Out of the hold of the man that just caught the touchdown, Owen. Cantu to attempt the extra point. Place is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So he's 2 out of 3 in extra point attempts in this game. And they extend the lead to 13 at 20-7 here at Tennessee Tech. Cookville going in front by 13 now, 20-7. Sanchez Cantu to kick off after the second touchdown of the quarter by the Cavaliers. Livingston's got Jake Hughes and Caden Weitzel back there to receive the kick this time. Short kick. Hughes will take it to the 16, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, and up near the 35-yard line goes Jake Hughes, where he's brought down. Big possession here for the Wildcats offense.
Hughes on the return.
As stays down at the 34-yard line. Cookville scoring a couple of touchdowns in this quarter. Take a 20-7 lead. This offense now would love to put something on the board to make it a one-score game once again. Brody Coffey in this second half for the Wildcats is 0 of 1 throwing the football. Snap a little to his left. Coffey made a good catch. Coffey coming near side. Got his man between two defenders. That's Josh Ramsey going up in traffic to make the catch and take it into Cookville territory. 21 yards to Josh Ramsey for his second catch of the night. First down number 3 in the second half for Livingston Academy. They move it down to the 44-yard line where it will be a first down for the Wildcats. Ramsey just leaping up between a couple of defenders and pulling it down to get the catch for the Wildcats. Coffey will put Johnson over to the right side. Coffey takes the snap. 4-man rush. Coffey has time. Coffey goes far side. Going to be knocked away. That's good defense right there by Cookville. As going up to knock it away was the Cavaliers' number 10, Mason Taylor, knocking it away. As it looked like Ramsey had gotten open again, but Taylor recovered and knocked it away to force the incompletion and set up a 2nd and 10 now for the Livingston offense. Coffey with Hammock behind him. Hammock hasn't carried in this second half. 61 yards in the first half. Coffey takes the snap. 4-man rush again. Coffey rolling out. Coffey goes near side. Pass going to be caught. Good catch. Tiptoeing on the sideline by Josh Ramsey. 14 more yards. Give him 15 officially for the catch. 3 catches, 42 yards. Another first down. Just tiptoeing on the sideline, able to touch those toes down inside the green and move the chains ahead to the 30-yard line. They spot him down, where it'll be 1st and 10, Livingston Academy. Wildcats have it 1st and 10 inside Cookville territory, trying to answer a couple of scores by the Cavaliers in this second half. Coffee takes the snap. Hands off to Hammock. Hammock has a big hole. Penalty marker down, though. Going to bring it back. Going to be a hold, you would think, as Hammock picks up 9, but the hold is going to bring it back. He'll end up getting a couple out of the carry. And it will move it from the 28 back to the 38, where Livingston will be backed up behind the chains. And it will be a 1st and 18 for the Wildcats, should be. Yeah, they spot it down at the 38-yard line.
Holding penalty will make it 1st and 18.
So he will get a couple of yards out of the carry. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Cookville leading 20-7. Clock running. After the running play, Johnson, the tight end, to the left side. Coffee takes the snap. Coffee has pressure. Now rolls out. Coffee reverses field. Coffee will lob it on the far side. Was it intercepted? It was. That's Parker Smith with the interception for the Cavaliers. First turnover of the night by either team, and Parker Smith tiptoeing on the sideline just like Ramsey's catch. He's able to do so on defense on the other side and get the turnover for the Cavaliers. So Cookville takes over, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First turnover of the night by either team with 2:36 to play in the third quarter. The interception by Parker Smith at the Cookville 28. Started with the holding penalty that backed them up. That let Cookville turn the pressure up a little bit and force the interception. 1st and 10 Cavaliers. This offense has been clicking here in the second half for Mace Thompson. Thompson takes the snap, hands off to Burris. Burris stiff arm, gets him to the edge. Burris to the 40, going to be brought down there by Livingston Academy. Burris there will be tackled by Lachlan Hammock, and Jake Hughes. Will be a gain of 12, but there's a penalty marker down thrown in the area where it would be holding. So we'll wait and see what this penalty is. It'll be a hold against Cookville, so that'll back them up, put them well behind the chains. It'll be a 1st and 19 for Cookville from back at the 18-yard line, 1st and 20. So no gain on the play that time by Burris. Penalty right at the line of scrimmage. Thompson takes the snap, throws far side, going to be caught at the 20 to the 25, pushed out of bounds by Ramsey. They're able to force out number 10, Mason Taylor, making the catch for the Cavaliers. He'll pick up 11 on the play. Taylor's had a couple of catches tonight for 25 yards. It'll be a 2nd and 9 now for the Cookville offense. Pushed out of bounds. Clock stopped with 2:12 to play in the third quarter. Cookville has completed 6 passes, 6 out of 10 in the second half for Mace Thompson, as he has been able to connect with those that they were dropping in the first half. Handoff goes to Burris. Burris, burst of speed, will get the first down and take it across the 40, down to the 44-yard line, where he's wrapped up by Livingston Academy. There to make the stop for the Wildcats is number 71, John Geist, there to make the tackle, but not before a 15-yard gain for Burris and another first down for the Cavaliers offense. They're 7th here in the second half. First and 10 from their own 42. Handoff will go to number 1 in there again. Big hole. He's got a first down and out of bounds inside the Livingston 45 at the 43-yard line. Going to be a 15-yard gain for Jaden Baker as he is up to 71 yards. Josh Ramsey there to push him out of bounds for the Wildcats, but another first down for the Cavaliers. They move it into Livingston territory with 1:21 to play in the third quarter. Cavaliers, this offense beginning to roll in this second half. 111 yards in the first half. They've got more than that here in this third quarter, I believe. We'll tally it up at the end of the third. Two wide receivers stacked up over on the left side. Thompson takes the snap, pump fake, little pump and go. He's got a man out there. It's Smith, overthrown and incomplete. Parker Smith had gotten a step on this near side, but the pass overthrown and incomplete. We'll set up a 2nd and 10 now for the Cavaliers offense. From the Livingston 43, inside a minute to play now in the third quarter, in a 20-7 Cookville lead. It was 7-7 at halftime. The Cavaliers have put up 13 points here in this third quarter. Mace Thompson getting the play call from the far side. And whistle stopping play. And a timeout going to be called. As the referee coming over to the near side. Out is 4. As they talk to Coach Dale Flatt. Will be something with the ready to go. Livingston's got to hustle out there. The snap goes over the head of Thompson. Ball is loose at the 30. At the 35, they'll wrap him up. As going back there to pick it up was number 1, Jaden Baker. Cookville tried to rush a little bit when the Livingston defense was slow getting out there. Snapped it over his head. Snapped over the head of the quarterback Thompson. Baker ran it down, and Livingston's got number 51, Cameron Jackson, cramping up back there at the 26-yard line. They're going to spot the football down at the 37-yard line, so that's going to be a big loss, a loss of 20 on the play. As that's going to hurt Baker's stats as he recovers that one back there. He was at 71 yards rushing. He's still the leading rusher for Cookville, but he was having a big night working. Don't know if the official scorekeeper will score it that way, but they should. He'll lose 20. Take him back to 51 yards rushing. Let's thank our sponsors once again for making our broadcast possible here tonight. Bullseye Security, Exit Realty, Midstate Construction, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Family Healthcare, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Regional Hospital, Wascon Incorporated, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Livingston Dairy Queen, and W&O Construction. Jackson having to be helped off the field. Looked like it was only a cramp. Hopefully that is what it is. He's trying to put a little weight on it now as they assist him off the field, but a big loss by the Cavaliers offense Going to move the football all the way back to the 37-yard line. They got to move that down marker down there. Chain gang hasn't recognized what happened yet. Now they'll move down there where it'll be 3rd down. And they got to get to the 33, so that's 17, 27, 3rd and 30 for the Cavaliers. Thompson takes the snap. Short drop. Thompson throws over the middle. Pass incomplete. Trying to hit Parker Smith coming across the middle. Couldn't make the connection. And we're going to see the first punt of the night for Cookville. That incomplete will set up a 4th and 30. So the punt team will come out for the Cavaliers. They will kick it away. I think they may have punted once before this, as Parker Smith did punt once in the first half. We'll punt for a second time tonight. 35 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter as Smith to punt it away. No return man deep for Livingston Academy. Cookville, they must have seen something on tape that showed that the Cavaliers like to run fake punts, but they'll punt this one away. Smith pops it straight up in the air. It takes a Cookville bounce inside the 30. Now a big Cookville roll down to the 20-yard line where it will be touchdown by the Cavaliers, and Livingston will take over there. 1st and 10 at their own 20. Probably only one play here in this 3rd quarter remaining. 20-7, Cookville leading. Late in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats battling with the Cavaliers here tonight at Tennessee Tech. Brody Coffey and Lachlan Hammock make up the backfield for the Wildcats. Coffey takes the snap. Coffey throws far side. Going to be caught by Watzel. Penalty marker down. Watzel across the 30. Up to the 35-yard line. We'll check the penalty marker. Maybe a hold when Watzel made his break. It stands. Caden Watzel's got another 15 yards. As the officials huddle together there at the 30-yard line. Watzel, good route that time by the Livingston wide receiver, but it's coming back. An eligible man downfield against the Wildcats offense. So that'll back them up 5 yards, back to the 15. Where it will be 1st and 15 for Livingston Academy. Taking away a 15-yard catch by Caden Watzel.
Penalty makes it 1st and
Clock will start on the snap of the football. Coffey takes the snap. Coffey wants to throw. Coffey steps up. Now rolling to his left. He'll reverse field. Coffey getting close to the end zone. Now steps up at the 5. Now we'll just throw it away. There's nobody in the area. He was outside the tackle box. The quarter has come to an end. See if there's a penalty marker down. There is not. So it's going to be an incomplete pass by Brody Coffey. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. After 3, it's Cookville 20, Livingston Academy 7. Back to start the fourth quarter. Coffee under pressure, trying to run away from it and can't get away. He'll gain a yard up to the 16-yard line. As they got the fourth quarter started quickly as I was adding things up. I talked about Cookville and their yardage. They had 111 yards at halftime, 275 through three, had 145 yards at halftime, 275 through three quarters. So they picked up 130 yards in that third quarter. It's 15 yards shy of what they had in the entire first half. Coffee to throw. Coffee going deep, trying to hit Ramsey, off his hands and incomplete, but penalty markers thrown, and pass interference going to be called against Cookville. It'll be a first down for the Wildcats. It's a 3rd and 13, so it may not be a first down. May only be a 10-yard penalty. I think it should be 15. We'll see here. If it's 10, it's still going to be 3rd and 3. If it's 15, it's a first down. It's 15. It will be a first down for the Wildcats. Moving it up to the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10, Livingston. Coffee from the shotgun. Takes the snap. Coffee. Short drop. Throws down the middle. Going to be knocked away. Tried to hit Watzel. Deflected away by Cookville's Ryan Banks. There to knock it away. And the incompletion. Going to set up a 2nd and 10 now for the Livingston Academy offense. 3 defenders closing on the football that time as Coffee trying to thread the needle and couldn't do so. That sets up a 2nd and 10 for Livingston. A minute gone in the fourth quarter. Cookville leading 20-7 here at Tennessee Tech, and was a home game for Livingston Academy, but Cookville's probably got, I'd guess, 2,300 in the stands over there, maybe more. Coffee from the shotgun, takes the snap. Coffee spins the football around. Coffee looks deep downfield, intercepted. Picked off by the Cavaliers at the 35 to the 30, to the 25 to the 20, to the 15 to the 10. Touchdown, Cookville. The pick 6 for Mason Taylor. 2nd interception of the game by Coffee. This one turned into points on the pick 6 by Taylor, and the Cavaliers move in front now 26-7. Good break on the football by Taylor. Coming up from his safety spot to step in and get the interception. And the Cavaliers now will get Alonzo Sanchez-Cantu on to attempt the extra point and try to make this a 20-point Cavalier lead. Out of the hold of Owen. Owen puts it down. Sanchez-Cantu puts it through. Extra point is good. 10:43 to play in the fourth. It is Cookville 27, Livingston Academy 7. Cookville to kick off after the defensive touchdown by the Cavaliers. Sanchez-Cantu coming out to kick off once again. He's got taken over all of the kicking duties. Owen still punting. Owen was the kickoff man for Cookville, but Sanchez Cantu has taken over for that. Short kick. It will bounce. Livingston will field it at the 15. And going to be wrapped up at the 17 will be the return man for the Wildcats, Caden Watzel. And Cookville with a man slow to get up is number 25 down on special teams for Cookville. That's Caden Outlaw down on the turf for the Cavaliers. Holding his arm or stomach, it looked like. Let's take this opportunity to thank our sponsors making tonight's broadcast possible. Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Livingston Dairy Queen, W&O Construction Company, Bullseye Security, Exit Realty, Midstate Construction, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Family Healthcare, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Regional Hospital, Wascon Incorporated, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, and Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage. Outlaw still down on the field. We want to take this opportunity to thank everyone that's subscribed to us here on Overton Events. We'd ask that you go to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, help their page to grow. We appreciate everyone that subscribes. We ask you to ask everyone that you know to subscribe to Overton Events to help us grow our page and continue to carry these events to you here on Overton Events. Like we said, we got girls soccer coming up next week. Coming up in the month of September, we'll have more meetings for you with the City Council, the School Board, and the County Commission for you here on Overton Events. It's going to be a 1st and 10 Livingston from their 17-yard line. Outlaw walks off the field. That's a good sign. Maybe it was a cramp of some kind that's affecting him as well. Coffee from the shotgun for Livingston Academy. Takes the snap. Lateral. Going to be caught by Watzel. Watzel then going to be wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. That's officially going to be a run for Caden Watzel as it was thrown behind him. So it will be a run
Pass complete to Watzel.
for him.
Tackle by Massengill.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10.
Coffee on 2nd and 10. Takes the snap. Coffee throws near side. Pass off the hands of Parrott and incomplete. Correct the yardage for Livingston Academy. 212 yards of total offense for the Wildcats through 3 quarters. 3rd down and 10 now for Livingston. I had them with 246, 212. That's what they have. 3rd and 10 for Livingston. 9:48 to play in the 4th quarter. Coffee sends 3 wide receivers to the left side. 1 wide receiver works the near side, the wide side of the field. Coffee takes the snap, looks to this near side. He's going deep down the sideline. Ramsey is there and makes the catch. Ramsey across the 45 to the 47-yard line. That's 30 yards from Brody Coffee to Josh Ramsey. 72 yards on the night for Ramsey. They'll say he got all the way up to the 50. So it'll be a 32-yard catch. 74 yards for Josh Ramsey on 4 catches. And it will be a 1st down for Livingston, their 5th first down of the 2nd half. Coffee from the shotgun from midfield. Takes the snap. Hands off Hammock. Hammock up the middle will pick up positive yardage. Down to the 47-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play for Lachlan Hammock. Hammock, 66 yards on the ground now. In the first half, he carried 15 times for 61 yards. Second half, he's carried 2 times, picked up 5 yards. 2nd and 7 here for the Wildcats offense. Clock runs with 8:45 to play in the fourth quarter. Coffee takes the snap, hands off Hammock, big hole. Hammock tripped up as he takes it across the 45 down to the 43. He'll pick up 4, and it will set up a 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 from the 43-yard line.
It's 3rd and 3.
So Hammock, a couple of good runs to set up 3rd and short for the Wildcats offense. And they go back to that power formation here in the middle of the field that they used to score the touchdown. Moving a couple of offensive linemen into the backfield with Colin Weitzel and Gage Hoffman moving in the backfield. They stay with a regular offensive set here. Logan Johnson, tight end, comes to the right side. 2 wide receivers this right side. Coffee takes the snap, hands off Hammock. Hammock straight up the middle, lowers his head and gets the first down for Livingston Academy down to the 40-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play for Lachlan Hammock and a first down for the Wildcats. It's on the 40. It's got to move the chains. They looked at it for a second. There's nothing to look at. Now they'll move the chains. First down Wildcats at the Cookville 40. 27-7. The Cookville lead is 20 here in the fourth quarter. It was 7-7 at halftime, but a good third quarter by Cookville allowed them to take control of this game. Coffee takes the snap, hands off Hammock. Hammock cuts it back inside. Hammock just backing his way downfield will take it across the 35 down to the 32. He'll pick up 8 on the play for the Wildcats, and will set up a 2nd and 2 for Livingston Academy from the 32-yard line. Call it the 33-yard line, so it's 2nd and 3 for Hammock. New running back in there this time, as they've got number 7 in the backfield. That's Jackson Bowles, the new running back for the Wildcats. They'll hand off to Bowles. Bowles up the middle will take it close to a first down as he'll pick up a couple on his first carry, as Jackson Bowles gained his first carry of the night. And Lachlan Hammock's rest wasn't very long as he's back in there for Livingston on a 3rd and 1. Bowles going to leave. We're halfway through the fourth quarter here in Cookville. 3rd and 1 for the Wildcats. 2 downs to pick up this first down if they can't convert on 3rd down. Tight end to the right side. Coffee hands off Hammock, bounces away from a defender, and will pick up the first down as he takes it down near the 28-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play for Lachlan Hammock. Well, Lachlan got it started with a 17-yard run on his first carry. Since then, it's been short yardage to get the other 67 yards he's got on the night. He's got a total of 84. And those others, the longest run was 8 yards. And 3, 4, 2 runs like that he's just pounded his way to 84 yards. Coffee to throw. Coffee going into the end zone. And it's going to be knocked away. Tried to hit Ramsey and Parker. No, it's Jake. Oh, it is number 6, Brock Owen. Going to be called for pass interference, I believe. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And we'll move it inside the 15. Brock Owen coming over. A couple of defenders there, but I think they're going to get him. Will be pass interference against Cookville. First down number 8 in the second half for Livingston. They picked up 8 in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. .5:16 to play in the fourth quarter here in Cookville. Coffee gets the play call from the near side. Bowles out there in the backfield instead of Hammock right now. Livingston got a new left tackle out there. We'll see if that's 58 or 68. It's 68 for the Wildcats. That is Rory Pyre out there for Livingston Academy. Delay of game going to be called on the Wildcats. Let's see. The center.
Make it 1st and 15.
See, they've got a lot of new offensive linemen out there. Center now is number 75 as Matthew Slayton moved to the center spot. We'll check the guards. They are 59 and 61. That's Colin Weitzel and Gage Hoffman. Coffee to throw for Livingston, going into the end zone to Ramsey. It's going to be incomplete. Flags thrown. Pass interference again. The tackles for Livingston right now, Rory Pyre and John Geist. That pass interference will be half the distance to the goal, so it won't be a first down, I don't believe. But it will be it's first and 15, so it would be a first down. At delay of game, it's at the 20, so it's half the distance, so still half the distance, so it will be first down and 5. I didn't think it would be. It will be 1st and 5 from the 10-yard line for the Wildcats. A couple of pass interference penalties helping out Livingston on this drive. Hammock back in there. They'll hand to him. Big hole. Hammock inside the 5 down to the 3-yard line. Lachlan will pick up 7 and will be 1st and goal for Livingston Academy. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line for the Wildcats offense. Livingston trying to put 7 on the board here once again. And the 27-7 Cookville lead. Hammock. Coffee bobbles it and falls on it. Coffee will lose yardage, a loss of 4 back to the 7-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and goal now. The Wildcats offense. Tough break right there as they were point blank at the 3-yard line. Now backing it up to the 7. Will make it tougher on Livingston to convert. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. Hammock back in there for Livingston. Coffee takes the snap. Coffee going to throw. Slant pattern, batted up in the air, intercepted. Picked off by Cookville as they'll get their 3rd interception of the night. This one by number 10 as Mason Taylor with the interception. They'll take over at the 20-yard line with 4:26 to play in the 4th quarter. Batted up into the air. Taylor there to get to it. And Cookville will lock this one down with that interception. So the Cavaliers going to get their first win of the season. Livingston, after playing a great first half, saw Cookville come out in the second half and just get their offense working and score a couple of third quarter touchdowns to take a 13-point lead, then a pick 6 in the 4th quarter puts them in front 27-7. Now an interception in the end zone, and the Cavaliers take over. Mace Thompson, the quarterback for Cookville, hands off to a new running back out there for the Cavaliers. That's number 25 on the carry for Cookville. That is Jackson Madewell picking up a couple. Excuse me, that is Caden Outlaw on the carry. So Outlaw will pick up a couple for the Cavaliers offense. We move inside 4 minutes to play. 2nd and 8 for Cookville. Livingston plays on September the 2nd on the road up in Crossville at Stone Memorial High School. We'll be on the air at around 10 till 7 with our pregame here on Over Events for the live stream for the next football game for the Wildcats. Hand off to Outlaw again. Outlaw across the 25 to the 26, where he'll be brought down by Seth Smith with a gain of 4 for Caden Outlaw. And it'll be a 3rd down and 4 now for the Cookville offense. Defender a little hobbled coming out to the defensive huddle. That's Smith there for Livingston Academy, favoring an ankle a little bit, it looks like. 3rd down and 4 for Cookville, not in any hurry. Play clock still at 25 seconds. Game clock running down to 3 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Thompson. And just letting as much time run away as he can. Takes the snap, hands off Outlaw. Outlaw bounces inside, has a 1st down and open field to the 40, to the 45, to midfield into Livingston territory, where he's finally brought down there by the Wildcats. Jake Hughes, penalty marker down on the play. It's all the way back at the 25-yard line in the backfield. So that's going to bring back a long run for Caden Outlaw. Holding against Cookville will back it up to the 15-yard line. So instead of having 1st and 10 in Livingston territory, it's going to be a 3rd and 15 from back at the Cookville 15-yard line. Third down and long for the Cookville offense. Thompson takes the snap. Hands off Outlaw, straight up the middle across the 20 to the 23-yard line, where he's brought down there by Livingston Academy's Gage Hoffman. Gain of 8 on the play for Outlaw. That will set up a 4th and 8 for Cookville. 4th and 7 for the Cavaliers from the 23-yard line. They'll keep the offense out there. We're under 2 minutes to play. No, they do have the punt team on, as Brock Owen out there to punt. Owen will punt it away. It'll take a Livingston bounce and will stay on the Cookville side of the field. It'll be down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Livingston Academy at the Cookville 44 with 1:29 to play in the 4th quarter. The Wildcats have it 1st and 10. Livingston huddled up there at midfield. First and 10 at the 44. Parrott talking to Coffey as he leaves the huddle. Hammock behind Coffey. Lachlan a chance to go over 100 yards. Coffey going to throw. Coffey rolling to his right, directing traffic. Coffey throws deep down the middle of the field. Is that one intercepted? Incomplete. Outlaw had a couple of hands on it, couldn't pull it in.
Pass falls, incomplete, 2nd and 10.
And it'll be a 2nd and 10 for the Livingston offense from the Cookville 44. Game was tied at 7. It was at the end of the 1st quarter. Cookville led 7-0. Tied at 7 at halftime. Cookville led 20-7 at the end of the third quarter. Now with 1:19 to play, the Cavaliers lead it 27-7. There's been some blood on a Cookville defender there as the official sends him off the field. Coffee from the shotgun for the Wildcats. Coffee takes the snap. Coffee stands in the pocket, has time, now steps up, has room to run. Coffee to the 40, cuts it near side to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, all the way down to the 23-yard line where Owen is going to wrap him up. It'll be a 21-yard run for Brody Coffee and a first down for the Wildcats as they'll spot him down, they say, at the 23. So 1st and 10, Livingston from the Cookville 23 as we move inside a minute to play in the fourth quarter. Coffee, his longest run of the night. Coffee takes the snap, wants to throw. A little underneath pass going to be caught by Ramsey. He's going to be pushed out of bounds as they'll push him out of bounds at the 19. Josh Ramsey has had a good night catching the football tonight as he pulls that one in for a 5-yard catch, 79 yards receiving for Ramsey on the night. 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats. Clock stopped as he was knocked out of bounds. Coffee from the shotgun. Hammock behind him. Coffee throws near side. It's intercepted. Cookville with the 4th interception of the night of Brody Coffee. 4th turnover of the night. As that one will be picked off by the Cavaliers and they'll take over. And now they'll just have to take a knee to run this. There's a penalty marker down. Let's check in at the 20-yard line. It happened before the interception. Now it's going to be Cookville's ball as they'll take over. Cavaliers will have it at the 20-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. And they should be able to snap the football one time and run this one out. So Cookville going to close this one out, it looks like, with a 27-7 win after in-county rival Upperman beat them last week 34-0. Livingston with the loss. We'll see their season drop to 0-2. They'll open region play next week up in Crossville against Cumberland County. Thompson will take the knee, and that will end it as time will just run out here as Mace Thompson will kneel down, and your final score is going to be Cookville 27, Livingston Academy 7. That's going to wrap it up. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Thank you to Tyler Maxwell as we let the game clock continue on down, make it official before we close this one out. Cookville wins it 27-7 as the final horn sounds. That's going to wrap it up from here at Tucker Stadium in Cookville at Tennessee Tech. This is Craig Cantrell saying good night from Cookville.